What's up everybody, welcome to the channel. In today's video we're going to be doing a quick beginner's guide to early engagements, winning early engagements, and how you should position yourself in the early game. And I think a lot of players don't have that sense of urgency early on, which is really important in my opinion to have, especially as the United States forces or the Allies, when you want to put pressure on your opponent. But as you can see here, I'm playing the Americans on a 2v2 map, and the first time I make contact is right here. As you can see, I make contact with an OKW player, I identify the Sturm Pioneer, and I identify the Kubelwagen. And this immediately tips me off onto how I should engage my opponent early. And as you can see here, for the second point of contact, I identify my opponent's third unit. And what I identify here in particular is that this unit right here is cut off from the main force. So simple divide and conquer tactics. We're going to fast forward. What I want to do and what I devise to do immediately is ignore this force, right? Avoid where your opponent is strongest as a basic tip, and engage your opponent where he's weakest, which is right here. So we go ahead and we engage our opponent, and he makes the mistake simply of getting behind yellow cover with no fallback, because the second he gets pushed back and he's going to have to retreat here, he's retreating into red cover, and I know that. So I'm going to push the issue. Force him back, force him to retreat because I had the advantage. And notice what I do. I immediately pivot. And where am I pivoting? I'm pivoting to take the initiative once again. And what this allows me to do is cut off my opponent, right? This was always my original goal. My original goal was always to take this town. But if you fight this force head on early, you might not win, because if you take this head on, remember that unit was always right here on the right hand side. And that unit would simply come around, and now you're flanked, and now you're in a heated battle that could go 50-50, right? Who has the better micro, who has a better engagement, who takes the town or the house faster. What you want to do, like I said, is take your original objective, which is a town, securing this position, but do it at his weakest point, which for this scenario for my opponent was right here. So we're going to pivot now, and we're going to pivot specifically to his retreat point. His retreat point is right here. We're looking to cut him off because we already know we won. We won the battle. We don't need to engage him here, right? We want to beat this army on our terms. So we're going to engage where he has to go. We're anticipating he's going to have to retreat. So we're going to engage him as he's tucking tail and running, right? So we're going to get up against the fence here. He's going to try to retreat. He should have retreated here. He paused. He's going to end up taking losses in the red cover. And we're going to pull back. So look at that. The game just started. First engagement of the game. It's only 3 minutes in. And we won a huge battle in a decisive way. We have a major initiative in this game. And that initiative is going to allow us to once again anticipate, be proactive, and cut off our opponent again and keep the initiative in the early game, which is really important with every faction, but in particular, extremely important with the USF.